Okay, so I put up a video earlier on today showing this house that exploded and it's caused damage to several others. I'm trying to help one of the families with young children on putting a crowdfunding together. They're being very strict about how far I can get, obviously, with not being an official member of the media. We've got, obviously, emergency services, police and stuff are on scene as well. But this, I've literally just had to get permission from the inspector to even stand here and take a video and a couple of pictures. As you can see, it's caused a lot of damage, and it's the neighbour that has lost a lot of possessions also. All we know is that maybe the fire was started due to maybe a grow being done, a cannabis grow, but that hasn't been clarified as of yet. I'm waiting for the guy who I'm trying to help, him and his family, on putting a crowdfunding together, and so I'm waiting for a video from him that he's going to send over on WhatsApp, and hopefully I can put it with this, just so you guys can hear from him and the effect it's had on him and the family. This is in Shrewsbury Close, Bloxwich, Walsall. This happened last night at around about 9 p.m. I think the fire managed to be put out around about 11 p.m. You will be able to also find this on ITV News, The Express and Star, and a few other places as well. So yeah, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to make a GoFundMe, or yes, GoFundMe is probably the best way, and try and raise some money for the family during this time, because they have been removed from the house and being told that they are not allowed to enter the house again. They did let them enter earlier on today to get some medication for one of the children, as one of their children have epilepsy, so they did need to get medication out, but as you can see, it's caused severe damage. So, and as you can see, we've got emergency services there, but I've asked if I can put a drone up. He's saying no, because they've put an exclusion zone. That exclusion zone hasn't yet been put up, so I could rock the boat maybe and try and get the drone up, but as you can see, it's caused a lot of damage. It was a massive explosion, which has then, the fire has spread to at least 3 properties either side. The one there that you can see to our right as we look at the screen, and also the 2 on the left. Luckily, my friend's mum's house is a bit further along, and I don't think hers is too badly damaged. But yeah, so I'm going to leave this here. Hopefully there'll be a video come from him, and then we can try and put a crowdfunding together to try and raise some emergency funds for these guys, as they have literally been left with nothing. Even the guy, actually, I'm trying to help, was meant to be attending a job interview today. Obviously that hasn't now been possible, because he's had to deal with his house going up in flames. So yes, I am asking. It's very rare that I do this. In fact, I've never asked this of the channel, but I'm asking for viewers of the channel to help maybe donate some money to this family. As I say, there hopefully is going to be a video to put together with this, and we can look to try and raise some funds, even if it's just kind of to get their boys some clothes, maybe themselves, they might need something. Obviously it's not going to put their house back together, but if we can raise a few £100, or you know, we'll keep it going. As the better the GoFundMe does, the better it will be for everyone, really. I'll be able to maybe help more than just that one family, and the other 2 families that will be affected as well from being either side of this explosion. But as I say, they're being very very strict with what they're allowing me to do. I can't actually go any closer than this. As I say, you can see the severe damage of the place, and to the neighbouring houses. So yeah, guys, would be great. I'll also put a PayPal link in the description, so that anything that goes, anything that obviously does get sent over donation wise, we can hand straight to the wrong thing. I do have contact with him. We exchanged mobile numbers today. I have spoke to him to ask if he could come down now and speak in front of camera. Unfortunately, he's busy dealing with children, which I understand. It's been a very emotional day for the family. But yeah, obviously, if we can do, as I just told the inspector, I've got a platform, and if we can do something with it to help others, then that's what we will do. Obviously, any donations or anything that are sent over by PayPal and not GoFundMe, in the meantime, while I set up a GoFundMe, which I'm going to try and do later on this evening, we will, I'll do a video showing me handing the family the money. I'll make a video obviously showing me handing the family the money. I can drive to wherever they are and give them whatever cash comes in. But you know, I spoke to him earlier on the phone. He said even if it's just raising awareness about house fires, then you know it's better than nothing. But you know, modest guy, I'd like to think that we could raise a little bit of money and send it over. Obviously hard times, I'm not expecting it from anyone, but if anyone could help, that would be much appreciated. As I said, it's all about trying to do something good in my local community, and at the moment this is very devastating, and I feel like it could help the family, really help them at the moment. As I say, they've been left with no home. I think they're being put up in a hotel, but I don't know for definite. I know they had gone immediately to a family's members, but I think they were offered a hotel, so they've got somewhere to stay. But I know that they haven't got things like clothes, even the kids having some toys and things. You know, they're both young. I think the eldest is no more than 11, so if we could again raise some funds to help them, it would be great, honestly. But yeah, I'm not going to keep this going long because there's not really a lot to show you other than the damage that it's done to the houses. His house, the guy that I'm helping, is number 24, 26, I want to say 28, number 28. I haven't spoke to any of the other family members as of yet, but my friend, like I say, who's got a mum in the street, is he's going to try and communicate with the other people, and obviously if the donations that come in raise a decent amount, then we're going to try and split the money between all of them, just to help, like I say, with anything that may help them make their very stressful ordeal experience a little bit more less stressful. Then, like I say, it's a job well done from me and you guys. So yeah, but as you can see, they're moving. We've got the police and everything there, so I'm going to leave this here, and I will hopefully run a live stream later on tonight to explain a little bit more. But as I said, I'm waiting for a guy, well, the guy Dan, to just basically make me a little video where you guys can hear what's happened to him, how it's affected the family, and how basically it's left them with nothing. He did say earlier as well they'd just finished decorating the house. They'd only lived there, I believe, around about 12 months, and yeah, it said literally that they'd just finished decorating the house. He said if you stepped in the house, he said all this decorating stuff was still out at the front of the house. So there's a lot of people in the street, etc., which I'm not going to get. I know there's a lot of distressed residents at the moment, a lot of angry residents regarding this, because as I say, it was through nobody's fault apart from the property that went up in a big explosion. Obviously there was something going on in that house that shouldn't have been going on. A lot of the residents that I have spoke to said that they've been smelling strong cannabis coming from this property for quite a while, and we're not talking about someone smoking weed, we're talking about a little bit more. One of the other guys that lives in a house here said that he believes that they were growing weed in there. So But yeah, apparently it was a gas tank that went up, so I guess we'll wait and see what the outcome comes from the investigation. But yeah, the people affected, it's through no fault of their own, so let's try and help them, people. And thank everybody for tuning in and listening, and hopefully we can, like I say, raise some funds. Thanks again for watching, people. Remember, link will be in the description for some donation links, immediate donation links, while I try and set up this GoFundMe, because even a GoFundMe I've never done before, so it's probably easy. But this is Bear Britain Audits you're talking about, who struggles with technology and tech at the best of times. So thanks again for watching, people, and I'll see you on the next one.
My name's Daniel. I lived in Shrewsbury Close, a few doors down from where the fire originally started. I managed to gain access to my property this morning, and there's not much that we've had left, but luckily for its friends and family, we've managed to get some items for the kids. We've currently got into the flat, so I was the only one that's been able to gain access to the house. Managed to get a couple of things that were downstairs, but there's nothing left of the bedrooms upstairs. There's nothing left from the kids. They've got nothing in that sense, other than what friends and family have brought round today. But yeah, 9 o'clock last night, so everything was all fine. And then turned by 11, it's all gone. I'm just glad that we got out safe. I can rebuild my life. I can't rebuild my kids' lives.
So I've just come around the back where I did sneak the drone up. Yeah, I did sneak the drone up, so we're just going to go and try and take a couple of pictures from the back. Alright mate, alright? Yeah, good, thank you. Just coming to take some pictures of the back.
I think you can hold on half an hour to an hour, H coming with Carl to take this off.
Do you want to move so I don't get you in the shot? Or are you not camera shy? Cheers, pal.
Can I just ask who you are, please?
You can. Do I have to tell you?
You don't have to, but if you're taking to scene, you see, so I just need to know.
I know, but I've not come within the cordon. I'm staying in public
you're
space.
an auditor?
No, no.
No. Okay.
Auditor?
Yeah.
Why would you assume I'm an auditor?
I'm just asking because you seem to have cameras all over the place.
Yeah, it's big explosion happened.
I know.
Obviously, I got a platform. I don't know if I'd call myself an auditor.
Oh, okay.
But I like to report on local stories and things like that. And actually, to be fair, I might as well just be open with you. I spoke to a gentleman this afternoon who's one of the guys whose houses have been severely damaged because of the fire. Yeah. His name's Dan. I'm trying to use my platform in order to start a crowdfunding to maybe raise some funds for the family. They've got 2 young children. One's epileptic, and he had to get some medication earlier. It's no more than trying to do a kind gesture. The only thing is I'm doing a crowdfunding, yeah, which is obviously asking members of the public to donate to this crowdfunding. I can't just turn around and say, oh, there was a fire over here and I'd like you all to donate some money. Okay. So all I'm doing is I'm just making a little video and getting some pictures. I've also got the guy himself who's going to make a little video once he's sorted his kids out this evening, okay, so that I can upload it on my platform, which is going to give a bit of credibility to my video. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to come grab a couple of video, but although to be honest, my camera doesn't even look like it wants to play ball with that sun, so it don't look like I'm going to try and take a picture, but I don't know how great it's going to be. And then I'll be out your hair, so. But obviously, just out of kindness, I thought, or out of common courtesy, I'd ask if you wanted to move from the picture. It wasn't me being ignorant or rude.
No. I'm just doing what I have to do.
Yeah, no, of course. Obviously, I don't plan on coming in the cordon, mate, or getting in the way or interfering with investigations. That's certainly not what I'm here to do. Just here to try and help the family. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do you know how long it's all going to be cordoned off?
No, I don't.
Have you got any idea what caused the fire?
I have no idea at all.
Because I'll tell you what I've been told by some of the residents. Again, it's only speculation, but apparently there was a cannabis grow or something to do with cannabis, maybe making cannabis oil.
Yeah.
And apparently it caused the bloody thing to go up. But that, like I say, that's just the residents. I don't know if that's true.
All right.
But cheers, mate. Thanks anyway. Enjoy the rest of your day. And you're doing a fantastic job, mate. All of you are.
Thanks.
No worries, pal. So we'll go and try and take some photos from the other side as well. Are you an auditor? Everyone with a camera must be an auditor these days. So we're going to have a little walk. So we're going to have a little walk over here, see what we can see. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me. You guys are obviously reporting here.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what caused the fire? Has anyone told you what caused the fire?
No, it was an explosion, but so they're going to find the cause of that explosion.
They haven't found, or they're just...
They probably have, but we don't know.
They won't,
And
not saying
They
anything.
can't tell us anything.
Okay.
They probably tell like the residents bits and bobs, but even then,
No, they're being quite quiet, yeah. Who are you reporting for?
We're ITV. Central.
ITV?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're a bit better than BBC.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we
You know?
well, we tried having a discussion with BBC when they pulled up and set the tripod up and that earlier on this afternoon.
Oh yeah.
And he got a bit shirty and decided, oh, I'm going to pack away, and so.
Wait, was it actually BBC?
Yeah, it was actually BBC.
What time was that?
Christ, probably about at 11:30, 12,
Oh, they were here this
midday.
morning. Yeah, I saw them. Yeah.
And yeah,
live around here?
he didn't like. Oh, I live local. One of my friends' mother's house was one of the ones that I don't think's too badly affected. But I got a platform myself, so I do a little bit in the local area.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd ask if you guys
Yeah,
have.
good. I was going to ask about your GoPro as well, and you know.
Yeah, it's not as high tech as the Sony thing there.
I've got
But
one of them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think your GoPro's better than mine, mate. Anyway.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, mine's a Hero 7 Black. the
Hero
one that I've
7.
got
This is
in
the new
car.
Hero 13, I think.
nice.
Oh,
So
bloody hell.
yeah.
I need
Show
to get
me
a
up,
new,
mate.
I need to
You
get a
show me
new
up.
one as well.
Yeah. No, cheers though. I appreciate you
Alright.
speaking to me.
Yeah, so
I thought maybe with you guys being a bit more credible media source that they might let you in
Just
on a
gotta
bit
be
more
nice
than
to
me.
people. Oh no, they won't.
No?
No, we'll know when it's on the website or something.
Okay, I'll check that out. Cheers guys, yeah? Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. What, mate? Active? Excuse me, mate. Do we have any indication on what caused the fire yet?
No.
None at all?
I wouldn't be able to tell you if I knew, mate.
Well, surely it will go out in the media, won't it?
It'd probably go out in the media, yeah, but I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. You were a bit shirty with me earlier, weren't you?
Well, when we're told nobody can come through, that's
Yeah.
the information that we get. Nobody can come through.
Well, I was allowed to come through as long as I give my details, so.
That's fine.
But they're meant to be putting an exclusion zone in at some point as well. Air exclusion zone.
I have no idea about
No. So, it's quite unusual for a house to just blow up like that, isn't it? I'll tell you that I have had some, and it is no more than speculation obviously at this point, but a few of the residents were saying that they're quite suspicious, that they think it was like a cannabis grow or something like that. One of the residents said that they could smell weed for a number of weeks, and it was probably more than somebody having the odd spliff in their house or in their back garden, and it was getting stronger and stronger. So I was thinking maybe the indication might have been someone had a grow in the attic or in the loft. It obviously looks like the roof is what went up first by the damage of the place. No?
No idea.
But even if you did, you wouldn't tell me, right?
No.
No problem.
If you need to know anything, go through the press office.
Through the press office? The press office don't like dealing with anyone though, unless it's like the BBC or ITV.
No control over that, kid.
Bit of a shame, innit? Do you know how long it's going to be cordoned off for?
Not a clue.
No, probably a couple of days, I'd imagine.
Not a clue.
Is there going to be a police presence overnight?
Not a clue.
No idea.
No.
Again, is that just you don't want to tell me, or you actually don't know?
I actually don't know.
Oh, okay, no worries. Like I say, I'm not trying to be difficult.
No,
I got the impression earlier if I was trying to be difficult. I genuinely weren't.
No.
I did speak to your inspector actually. He was quite nice. Explained what I was doing. Explained that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put a crowdfunding together for one of the families that I spoke to this afternoon. They've got young children, and I've got a platform. And sometimes some of the things that I do on the platform, to some, might be deemed a bit negative. So I thought, you know what, if we can do something a bit positive for someone in the community, then so that's all this is like when I put a video out, if I just said, oh, members of the public, can you donate for this, with no evidence or anything, it doesn't give me any credibility. So all it is come to take a couple of pictures, which obviously I've done. Your inspector let me in earlier to do it, and then hopefully, I think the guy as well, he's actually going to send me a video later explaining what's happened to his house, how it's affected him and the family, what their situation is currently, and then going to put the video out attached to a GoFundMe, and hopefully we can help a few people in the street, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's all it is, mate. I just didn't want you thinking I was coming earlier trying to be a nuisance, because
Absolutely not.
definitely, like, I might be a nuisance sometimes, but when it's something as serious as the nature of this, I try not to be. But cheers, pal. Thank you very much, yeah? Cheers, mate. So he doesn't want to talk much. He gave me a very funny attitude when I first turned up. He wouldn't let me in. And as I say, they turned around and said they weren't going to let me put a drone up either. But obviously the drone went up before they put the exclusion out. Obviously he did say strictly that he was asking me not to, requesting me not to. Obviously, as I turned around and said to him, while that exclusion zone's not in place, I'll obviously, there's nothing stopping me from doing it. But yeah, so like I say, I'm just waiting now for a video from the father of the family that I'm trying to help, and as I say, hopefully we can do some good. These police don't seem to show much compassion, unfortunately, but as I say, I'll show you on here if you can see it, that there should be a few. So if we put ITV, in fact, let's just put Walsall house fire. Here we are. Men suffered serious burns after severe house fire. Now this is the two people that were actually in the house that exploded. Now what they done is when the house exploded, they actually ran off into the next part of the Walsall borough, which is called Willenhall. Apparently they ran off there, but apparently the two that allegedly, we'll say allegedly, were the potential cause of the fire have been put in, I believe, induced comas. So the first had suffered critical injuries, and following advanced trauma care from medics, we conveyed under emergency conditions to Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham, with Merritt travelling on board to continue treatment en route. Ambulance staff treated the second man for serious injuries before conveying him to the same hospital. A West Midlands Fire Service spokesman said firefighters wore breathing apparatus and used hose reels and main jets to tackle the fire, which had been extinguished by 11 PM last night. So that would have been Monday Monday night. Colleagues from the police also attended, as well as the council and utility companies. Other investigators will be working to establish the cause. As I say, what I've told you is only alleged until they put something out. We don't know, as you just heard there. ITV News don't seem to know much either. We're met with a challenging scene, a severe fire involving an extensively damaged two-storey mid-terrace house. The fire had also affected neighbouring properties, and crews led one man to safety. One man that's right, one man did have to actually be pulled out of his house. I think he was an elderly gentleman. A spokesman for West Midlands Police said the two men found in Willenhall remain in hospital. So they actually, when the explosion happened in their house, they apparently escaped out the window and ran all the way to Willenhall. Now, my question is, why would you not knock on other neighbours to let them know, look, house is on fire, you all need to get out quick? The fact that they run off tells me they are guilty of something. That's what leads me to believe, in my suspicions and residents' suspicions, that it was due to a grow in the attic. We are working alongside fire service investigators to establish the cause of the blaze, the spokesman said. So
the episodic nature of, say, bipolar, for example.
That's not what we want. Crews still on scene of major blaze. Another one. So the Express and Star has covered it. ITVX has covered it. 2 in hospital. That's the Express and Star. Birmingham Live has also covered it. West Midlands Fire Service have also put something up on theirs also. Crews attended in 5 minutes, so it was quite a rapid thing. 9:26 p.m. on Monday the 28th of April, Staffordshire and West Midlands Fire Control started to receive multiple 999 calls reporting an incident in Shrewsbury Close, Bloxwich. 9 fire crews, our technical rescue unit, a hydraulic aerial platform and a drone were mobilised. Our first resources arrived within 5 minutes of being mobilised. They were met with a challenging scene, a severe fire involving an extensive damage two-storey mid-terrace house, which I've already told you about. So yeah, they're basically reporting the same thing. Our investigations will be working to establish the cause. But as I say, the 2 residents that were living in that house, also this is coming from neighbours, so neighbours do know who lived in there, and it was 2 Albanians that were living in there apparently. But yeah guys, so like I say, I am just waiting for a video from the guy himself, or like I say, the father of the family that I'm trying to help. So again guys, if you guys could be as generous and kind to donate something to this cause and to this family, it would be much appreciated. £1, 50 pence, £10, whatever it is you can afford, it's all going to go to this family. And then what we're going to do is afterwards, when we do this, we're going to make a video. We're going to make a video of me showing them receiving the money also. So obviously I imagine they're needing funds pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Much love, God bless, and as always, peace out.
My name's Daniel. I lived in Shrewsbury Close, a few doors down from where the fire originally started. I managed to gain access to my property this morning, and there's not much that we've had left, but luckily for its friends and family, we've managed to get some items for the kids. We've currently got into the flat, so I was the only one that's been able to gain access to the house. Managed to get a couple of things that were downstairs, but there's nothing left of the bedrooms upstairs. There's nothing left for my kids. They've got nothing in that sense, other than what friends and family have brought round today. But yeah, 9 o'clock last night, so everything was all fine. And then turned by 11, it's all gone. I'm just glad that we got out safe. I can rebuild my life. I can't rebuild my kids' lives.